Hello, everybody. It's a couple minutes before 3 o'clock, but I figured I'd come on real quick. I'm only going to stay on about an hour, and I'm kind of going to just share what I got for Christmas because Scott spoiled me rotten, and I can't believe everything that he got me. And then my mother-in-law gave me some money, and I went to Michael's, and of course I spent that. So I'm going to go over that. And then I was thinking we might make two lists. One list for swap ideas and one list for just projects we'd like to work on together over this next year. So that is my plan. Hello, Barbara. And welcome to everybody that's watching and is going to be popping into chat shortly. I'm just going to share what I got with the money that my mother-in-law gave me. One thing I do every year that I find one after Christmas, I buy myself a woodland type Santa Claus. So when I was in Michael's with my Christmas money from my mother-in-law, I found this Santa, and his birdhouse was still covered. So the cardinal's in good shape in there, I hope. So I got this. I'm not going to unwrap that because he's going in storage with his Santa Claus friends. But this was the woodland Santa that I got this year. I might back out a little bit. His tag said $30, and that's a lot for a small Santa. So I was glad I got him for 70% off. And that's why I wait until, after Christmas a few days to get them, is so I can, save a little bit of money. And, I think he's adorable. Is he worth $30? No. So I was tickled to get him. He's got a sack full of things. The only thing I don't care for is these very obviously are plastic and not, real wooded pieces and stuff. But he's my woodland Santa for this year, for 2019, or last year, depending on how you want to look at it. I'm just going to set him aside over here in this chair. And then I got a bag of stuff here to share. And this is all stuff I bought with the money my mother-in-law gave me. I do not need any more scrapbook paper, but can y'all see why I got this? Look at the kitties. This is all kitties and doggies at Christmas. And it was on the, on the sale too. I think I got this for $6. So there's that. And then the pads were on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Got myself 2 small watercolor pads. And then they had these Spellbinder dies on the clearance rack. I don't have the receipt anymore, but you get 4 dies there and 3 dies there. And I thought this was really pretty. And I mainly want to go through this stuff so I can put it away and have the bag I have other things in. The beads were on sale, and I think these were on sale too, the packages of stuff. And I thought these eyeballs, or like all-seeing eyeballs, would be cool on journals and things. And what's left in this bag is just some beads. And I picked them up because these are new since I used to work there at Michael's. So, you'll see why I got bead happy. Look, I had not seen these before. It's a stack of mushrooms. And I think all the beads were 70% off. I've bought this strand before. So that's one that was there when I worked there. These were pretty. And they kind of go with the mushrooms. And I thought I could make some charms to send in Happy Mail with these elephants, because I know Barb Filion loves elephants. Hi, Ray. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Terry. And Barbara's here and Nancy's here. Welcome, everybody. And then I got some sea turtles. And these just look like little kitty cat faces. They're real lightweight. I bet they're plastic, but they're cute. And then I got some starfish. And I could have sworn there was more. But I don't know. Hopefully I didn't leave a bag. I guess I should have saved the receipt so I could verify everything. But that's what I got. And it adds up quick. Now I'm hot because I drank that hot cocoa. Let me take my sweater off. Ugh. All right. This something came in and I just brought it home to use on the jelly plate because I thought it would be cool. So that's not really Christmas. It's just in my bag. That's a new password. I'm going to show what Scott got me. Oh, Lord, there's a bill. I forgot I had that in there. When's it due? Okay. It's all good. So Scott got me some books that I've had on my wish list for a long time. Hi, Janet. So what I had just shown was the things I bought with the $50 that my mother-in-law gave me. Now I'm going to show you guys what Scott got me so I can put them up. So he got me this book. And he got me this one on abstract nature. And I just love it. I'm with Gina Ahrens in that I like a more abstract look than trying to do something actually literally. It's just easier for me. I guess all I need is more practice to get better. All right, that was something from my son. I'm going to share that separate. And then, let's see, was there more books? Oh, he got me a mixed media pad. And he got me the Tree of Life stencil that I've wanted for a while. And I didn't realize it. I put it on my wish list because of this big one, but it comes with a little one too. So I love that. This is all the stuff that Scott got me. And then he got me skin tone pan pastels. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of here. And of course it comes with, you know, some tools. All right. I'll keep the English version of instructions. And this has the color numbers on it. All right. And I'll keep all this kind of in one of my journals. So I'm sure this goes in here. Well, you know what? It's going to come out now. I'll figure it all out here in a minute. And he got me those. And he got me these Art Spectrum Color Fix pastels. And I think I put these on because on my wish list because our buddy Vicki Ross had mentioned them. And I popped them on my wish list and they showed up in my stocking. So these are really cool pastels. And he also got me the 20 color. I can't believe everything my husband spoiled me with this year. But this is the 20 count color set of pan pastels. And it's got all of these colors in it. I haven't opened this all the way to look inside. So I'm going to check that out and play with these some. I have a pastel pad to do pastel work on. Hi, Sharon Lombard. I'm just showing what I got for Christmas. Scott Scott spoiled me rotten. Okay. This was a Black Friday deal, and I told him about it, and he didn't know what it was. And so when it came in, because I ordered it and told him it would be from him, I said, "Did you know what this was?" After I opened it on Christmas. And I said, "You're going to like it." And I popped it open like this. And he said, "Ooh, that's as good as paint samples at the hardware store." But this is a 60 Everblend marker set from Arteza. And I think it was a Black Friday special for like $40. And it's normally a lot more than that. I don't remember what the normal price was. So he got that. He got me a refill for my Xyron. Some super fine tip, ultra fine Sharpies. I just couldn't believe this. This husband of mine is nuts. Anyway, he got me the 15 Neo Color 2 set. And let's see, that was from Greg. Oh, Scott got me a new card. And he said what was funny about this is I was with him when he bought it. I helped him find it. Because I thought he was getting it for himself, you guys. He got me some new titanium blades. A glue stick. This was from Greg. That was from Greg. Put Greg separate. And then Scott got me the Koi water brushes. I think he got me 2 number 6s, a number 2, and a number 8. Let's see. Okay, this was from Scott too. See, now I can put all this away, but Scott got me these 5 colors of Americana. This is a Red Barn, Desert Sand, Snow Titanium White, True Blue, and then he got this one because he said he thought I would really like it, but it's called Waterfront. So these will go in my paint rack next. So you can see why I said my husband was nuts and really spoiled me. That was from Gregory. Oh, these are from Scott too. They're real tailor scissors with the really long blade to cut long. Like I can cut a skirt out a whole lot faster with these. So these are for fabric only. They'll have a bead put on them to denote that they're to be used for fabric only. And if I catch anybody cutting paper with them, I'll have a 1.5 feet. And then it says sold as set. So I don't know what was a set they considered a set. And this was from my sister-in-law. All right. So that's everything Scott got me. So Scott went a little overboard this year. So next year I'm going to tell him not so much. Don't be so good to me all the time. I'm not used to it. These all will have to find a home. This I can put away right now because I'm sitting right here. And I'll show you what Gregory got me. And Gregory, for anybody that doesn't know, he's my son. He's going to be 34 this year. Just sliding this back down in the bag, you guys. Bear with me just a minute. I think I can open this and put some of this inside here. Maybe put that in there so I don't lose it. I don't think this big one will fit in there. So I got just a couple tools to play with, but that's enough to get started. So wasn't that such a sweet thing for my husband to do for me, to get all this stuff to play with? All right. So that was all from Scott. I'll show you what my sister-in-law gave me now. And my sister-in-law gave me some Wolfgang Puck steak knives. And aren't the handles beautiful? Hi, Mina. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Journey. And she said that they are real steel, so they can be sharpened really easily. They're steak knives. So that's what my sister-in-law got me. And my mother-in-law gave me money for Christmas. She gave everybody money. She's 92, so giving out money is the easiest thing for her. She can't get out and shop. So now I'll show you what Gregory got me. This was the first thing I opened from him. It's Farting Cat's coloring book. I'm telling you, this kid, I don't know where he gets this weird sense of humor from. But, and Violet asked, how do you know they're farting? Well, they all have a whiff of a fart out the back, I guess you could say. So he has a weird sense of humor, but that's okay. And then he got me a couple stamp sets. He got me the circles that look stitchy. And he got me this one here. The main reason I put it on my wish list is I wanted that bee stamp right there, because I thought it was adorable. And it's got some nice sayings for the front of a card. It's got a new home, anniversary, birthday, retirement, and then you put the happy or hello or just because. So he got me those. And then I was really surprised. He got me a hand bookbinding kit. You can tell I haven't even popped it open. I just opened it and put it in the bag to bring it back with me. Must be a trick to it. Oh, it's got lots of stuff in it. This is a good basic tool to help you bind books. I am sure you will have fun to get a start on bookbinding. So that's what Gregory got me. And that completes what I got for Christmas. See what everybody's up to. Yeah, the knives were a real surprise. We had gotten to where everybody was saying, let's not exchange gifts, but Scott and I like to give. So we just get for them. And if we don't get anything back, that's fine. So, yeah. And Gregory was upset that some of his gifts didn't get there till the day after Christmas. But I told him, I said, I'm still here. So he was fine with it. So hi, Nettie. Nettie had a birthday. She said she had a good one. And hi, Kendra. So I'm not going to stay on a whole long time today. I woke up with a really, really, really bad headache. And just not feeling good. I took some Tylenol, but I'm feeling like it's starting to wear off. I've made a list of things that I'd like to go purchase at some point. I'd like to get some more pastel tools and refills to go with my pan pastels, and some Scotch quick dry glue because I like it. So I was going to do a list of projects for the new year and swap ideas. I'm going to go ahead and share how I've started this in case if anybody else is doing Dee Dee's project, the hashtag comp book 2020. I'm going to show you what has happened to me just to give you a heads up if you're going to do it. I pulled some of the paper off the front and then I put some texture paste down just to give my cover that nice kind of crunchy thing. And the theme of my book is growth, whether it's personal growth or growing something in the garden or something that's inspired me. Anything that has to do with growth at all will go in this book. It's just going to be a collection of ideas. So it'll be a mismatch of everything I decide to put in this. So I'm going to show you what I've started. Okay. So what has happened is, see, I went through the book and I added a little sprays and some boxes to do, maybe titles in, or small sketches and things. Because Dee Dee said that if you have trouble getting started and you just need to get something on the page, to go through and do this. But she did ink splatters instead of boxes. Instead of the sprays. But I have sprays. So that's what I did. So I started yesterday. And what I found is you're going to need to use clear gesso. I want the graph paper of my book to show through, as I'm doing this. So the only way to do that without the problem that arose for me is to put some clear gesso on it, or I got a recommendation to do that, or to glue the pages, 2 pages together. So what I'm going to do, even after I've already marked a bunch of pages, see, this is what happens. See how the first page bled through the second one? So I did 2 pages yesterday, this one and this one. And then this morning I did this one, and the highlighter bled through really bad. So I did the glue 2 pages together business. You can still kind of see it, but there's 2 pages glued, and you can tell because see how this one's kind of flimsy? And when you glue the 2 pages together, it's better. And I'm not going through and gluing 2 pages together all the way through. I'm going to do two sets of pages, like I did 2 pages here and 2 pages here. Then I'll work on these 2 pages. And the reason I'm doing that is if I use something on this page that maybe needs a 3rd page on, if it bleeds all the way through to this page, I might want to do another page. So these are the composition book project that Dee Dee Willingham is doing. And we were to pick a topic and then just start getting something on the pages. And you can do it any way you want. It's your composition book. Now, I know she's going to come in with some ideas on how to decorate the cover and everything, but this is your book. So you do what you want with it. So I got started on mine, and I left the comp part here with the intention of putting the hashtag on the front. And I've already forgotten what the hashtag was. Hashtag comp book 2020. So comp, and then I'd put book 2020 on here in some way. But see, this is my notebook that Lucia gave me. And when Dee Dee started talking, I just flipped it to the back and I started writing down everything Dee Dee was talking about. And you're supposed to have 5 books to refer to, and I don't have 5 books yet. I just started going at it, but I might just look through my books for ideas, maybe pictures I want to try to draw of plants or flowers. These I just made up. And then the oranges, I was just trying to cover where it was bleeding through, and it still wasn't helping because then it bled through back to the first page, and then I asked that question on Instagram, and I was told to either use clear gesso or to do the gluing of 2 pages. So that's what I'm going to do. And these are a lot of fun. And you just put down whatever comes to your mind. Put your thoughts down about, it can be anything. I'm talking about going vegan and trying to get away from eating meat and eat more plants and that kind of stuff, because Scott and I are leaning toward doing that. We're trying to get more leafy greens into our diet and decreasing the meat, because meat, quite frankly, costs way too much anymore. And we want to be healthier too. And I'm using colored pencils and highlighters and different colored ink pens. And I'm liking how it's turning out so far. So I'll have fewer pages because I'm going to be gluing them together. And you can see where I had circles drawn on the next page for here and here. But these two pages are glued together now. So that doesn't bother me. It kind of gives an interest in the background. So I'll do these 2 pages tomorrow. And right here, I put, started gluing 2 pages together to help with the bleeding through, because, you know, as time passes, if I pick this back up, I might forget that and try to start ripping the pages apart, you know, and I don't want to do that. So I wanted to remember that this is the page where I started gluing 2 pages together. So that's just an FYI on the comp book project. Yes, she said you could use Google too. Let me just read over a couple things, but I would recommend going to Dee Dee's live from New Year's, the New Year's thing. She was going over this. All right. I'm just going to give you kind of the top highlights. Let me let Callie out. She doesn't like me talking unless it's to her. You want to go out? It's rainy. You're going to get wet. All right. Go on. I don't have time to wait for you. Move your tail. I guess you could look at it as 5 resources. You know, the internet, use your Google. She had, you pick a topic, any topic, as long as it's something you'll want to stick through, to stick with, to finish the book. You don't want to pick something that you're not going to keep it's not going to keep your interest. So let's see, get a composition book, pick a topic, pick 5 books to inspire. It can be any books on the topic, and you get to choose or use the internet. So you can do that. In fact, for my quotes that I've stuck in here, I've used Pinterest, and I just went to Pinterest and got some quotes. I do that a lot. Just utilize Pinterest for quote ideas. If you glue pictures in, sketch those pictures. She was recommending that. Like this is not necessarily a glue book. You can glue things in, but she would like you to expand your art abilities by trying to sketch those pictures. And if you need to get past the blank page, if a blank page holds you up, do something on every page in the book. And keep in mind what I found out is you're going to need to either gesso your pages with clear gesso if you want your background to show through, or glue 2 pages together. And I'm doing the glue 2 pages together. And I'm doing it as I go, because if I go through and do all of this, it'll be wet with glue, it'll swell, it'll get weird. So I'm just going to do, like, when I finish this layout, everything's dry on it, I'll go ahead and glue the back half of the next 2 pages, because this one's already glued together. And then that way, maybe I won't get such a alligatoring at the end. And then if you go back and you watch Dee Dee on New Year's Eve morning, she came on right after Mary. Hi, Tanya. She listed off a mountain of topic ideas, but you know what interests you. That's where you need to focus, is what interests you. What books do you have on a topic that you've been wanting to learn about that you're going to stick with until you finish the book project? That's where you need to go. and utilize them. And she had all kinds of ideas, and it just went on and on and on. All right. And then she told us a whole bunch of ways to design or decorate your pages, borders, fill your pages with sketches or doodles or writing. You can add boxes, circle shapes, calligraphy, cutouts, stamps, stickers. You know, she had a whole list. I wrote a bunch of them down, but I would rather you go back and hear it from Dee Dee, because I did not copy down everything she said because she was going so fast to try to get all of it in. But man, she had a phenomenal list of things. Dee Dee and Mary are awesome at making lists. I just can't sit down and make lists like that on my own. I can make lists with you guys where you guys are giving me list ideas. But as far as me sitting down and doing lists, I am not good at that. And she recommended to not repeat the same thing on every page, because if you did the same border like this on every single page by about here, you'd be sick of it. It is kind of like mind mapping, but this is all on one subject or one topic in one book. And the topic I chose is growth, and it can cover my personal growth. It can be society growth. It can be plants growing. It can be anything to do with growth in mind, body, spirit, or gardening. So I'm going to use that for this. And you can add your doodles, your drawings, your sketches, your speculations, brain dump, anything that pops in your head, put it down on the paper. And you can do different combinations of colors, things that go together, and record ideas on Post-its that come to you when you're out and about, which I need to get some Post-its because I don't have any. The horrors, I don't have Post-its. Concepts, origins, histories, ideas. Where did the topic or the idea or the project or whatever start with? And she just listed a whole bunch of stuff. You know, don't be afraid to just do it. Make your own list of ideas for the topic of your choice. So you can make a whole list of ideas for your topic, which I should have done that and stuck it in the front, but I can do it on another piece of paper and glue it right here. I might do that later today. So like I said, this is what happens if you don't glue two pages together. It bleeds through. And I've been using colored pencils, just Crayola colored pencils, to add color to my pages. And then I got the bright idea on this page. You know, I've got a lot of earthy looking stamps, so I just started stamping in here too. So I think this is going to be a fun project, and at the rate I'm going, I might have it done quicker because I'm gluing two pages together. And Samantha says she's doing hers on my 2 words for the year. Samantha, what are your 2 words for the year? If you don't mind my asking. Okay, Tanya, that's fine. And Tanya's doing national parks. I might write down what everybody else is doing. I can do that. Tanya's doing national parks. Positivity and kindness, Samantha Owens. That's a good one. I like that one. And I'll tell you why I'm writing these down. I was thinking how fun it could be to do a swap for this project, in that we could send embellishments or handmade stickers, or if we have stickers in our stash that might work in somebody else's comp book, we could do happy mails and just happy mail each other. And Janice is going to do birds. You're going to do birds as a, let me see, I see. She's just put birds. And you're going to do it as a study, so you'll have information about each bird. Are you going to try to draw the birds as well? That would be fun. Yes, Tanya, I will. I just think we could help each other complete our comp books and brighten people's mailboxes. Oh, Sherry, come on, hon, you got to pick one. Or do something like I'm doing, growth, where it can include all kinds of growth. So if you've got too many of a broad section, pick something that is broad, and then just use this as your brain dump. And then each day, do what you want to focus on for that day. That sounds like fun. Like Joyce is doing wildlife. That really opens it up. I mean, do you know how broad that is? Wildlife, because there's so much wildlife, and she can look at that in so many different ways, and I can guarantee she will, as she works through the book. Every day will bring different thoughts, which I think is a lot of fun. Awesome, Janice. That sounds great. Oh, and hi, Sherry, by the way, before I get all bossy at you. Sorry. What about you could do a comp book of a topic of the day. That could be a theme, topic of the day. And then it might be something your husband mentions, or somebody in your family mentions, or a perfect stranger says, I'm looking for ketchup. And then you could do a whole page on ketchup. You just never know. And Samantha Owens says she might do a second one on crochet and fibers. I have a project in mind that I want to do, but I have separated all of my thrifted wool, and I want to do a sampler blanket that's big enough to use in the recliners. So I need to go through and figure out which crochet stitches to use to create this Afghan blanket using my wool. But I would need to figure out which ones need a multiple of 3, which ones need a multiple of 4. Beginning chain stitches. And Dee Dee did say that if you want to do more than one, you could. That's no problem whatsoever. I drank all my drink and now I'm going to cough. Because like I said, I woke up with a really bad headache. So I think I've caught something. So I'm only going to be on here till 4 o'clock. And then I'm going to sign off. You like the idea of a topic of the day? That would be good for you then. As long as it's something, as she said, as long as it's something you'll stick with, that's the most important thing. Yeah, it could be crochet and more, because once you get into fiber, that opens up a mountain of other things. I mean, because then you could do fiber art pages where, you just get thread and string and just layer it up on a piece of, maybe even just on a piece of interfacing, and then just stick it in your journal. That could open up a lot of stuff. Mina says natural history would be her choice. That's a great one. It really is. Yes, Sherry, that's it. That is so right. If you don't like it, you're not going to stick with it. So I've got Tanya, Samantha Owens, Janice Glines, Joyce Boring, and Mina Parrish. I got you guys as ideas. And I know Mary is doing illustrations for, is she going to do Rudyard Kipling? I think she is. Illustrations of stories. I'm pretty sure that's what she told me. Illustrations of stories. So that's an idea. If you are just coming in and just learning about the comp book project, I would recommend go watch Dee Dee from New Year's Eve morning and make a list of everything that she talks about, just in case you get stuck. And, if you're watching the replay, you can stop her and then write down what she's saying and then start her back up. And that way you'd have it all written down. Yeah, Rudyard Kipling, or she had that book, Scott, but she had started research on Rudyard Kipling, and I think he's the one that did Ricky Tikki Tavi, wasn't he? I think that's right. I know Mary always just throws it out of the ballpark when it comes to this kind of project. She loves it. She's into it. And I know she's not going to be here today because her and her brother were doing their errands today. I have my little alien here, and I have been wanting a place to stick her. She came on my drop cloth as a doodle one day, so she's going to get stuck in here simply because she's going to get stuck in here. I might wait to a better page, maybe the next page. All right. She might look weird right now, but I'm going to stick her in here. I tried to put her through my sticker maker, and she's too wide. I guess, well, no. That sticker maker that I have right now, it makes the sticker cover the top of it too, which could not be too bad for this. The only problem I have is then I have to go back and cut her out all again. I could cut her arm off real smooth here and then stick it on separate. I might do that real quick. The Mongoose, yes. And the Jungle Book. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. But I thought how fun it would be is if we did just tiny little sketches of things from that story and sent them to Mary to add, just a little embellishment on her pages and that kind of stuff. And if you did them small enough, you could put them through a sticker maker of some sort, and then she could just peel and stick it in. Like the little Xyron machines that are just X's. I think that's about an inch. So it wouldn't take up a lot of room on her pages. About an inch and a half. Actually, it needs to be a little bit narrower than that to fit all the way through. an inch and a half max. But I like that sticker maker because it puts it just on the back. This other one, I'll show you what happens. I think I'm going to do it so that I can stick my alien down because I'm afraid she's going to get ruined. And this, doing it this way, I wasn't going to do anything except make lists today, but I'm inspired to stick her in here. I'll just chop her arm off and put it through separately. Okay. This thing I got at the thrift store for $4.50. And you just crank her through. All right. Get a little bit farther. Oh no, don't tell me it's at the end. That would suck. Let's stick her arm up in there. And she comes through this side, and I hope she's got enough stick-em. I'm not sure what happened there. That's weird. Maybe she shifted a little bit as she went. But I have a refill for this thanks to my husband. He got me one for Christmas. See what happens with this is it puts a coating on the top as well as the back. This refill does. And so I'll have to fussy cut her back out again. I think she shifted in here is what happened. Y'all don't mind. I'll do this really quick. Goes the furnace again. Code blue stat for my alien. Her arm's off. We'll glue it back to her. She'll be incorporated into day after tomorrow's page. And of course, if I was doing a space theme, she'd fit right in, but she's my little, this is a funny thing because I was doodling this while I was talking to my mom, who insists at some point she was just left here by the aliens. And it's a kind of a family inside joke that they'll come back to get her one day, but she will have had so much surgery over the years that the aliens won't want her back now because she's had not hip replacement, but knee replacement. And Yeah, I think her hand got caught on the stick-on. So I'm hoping I'm not going to have a problem with her arm. So my mom was going off to have a day with her best friend since the age of 9. That they used to be sister-in-laws too, because my mom married my Aunt Marty's brother years ago, and she's still my Aunt Marty no matter what. But they were going to go off today and have lunch and maybe go thrifting and pick up groceries because my Aunt Marty doesn't drive and that kind of stuff today. All right, so let's see if we can put her back together. See Sherry's comment above. Yeah, that would work. Your daily art adventures. Oh no. I hadn't seen that. That's funny. I could leave that off and no, we won't do that. I can add it to the list. Daily art adventure. Sherry Hubbing. All right, I'm done cutting, so I can oh, Debbie Epps is live. She's doing her vinyl bags again. Let's see. Okay, there's Janet's link to Dee Dee's video. Yep, she's had an amputation, but we're going to sew it back on. Ray says she hopes the alien had anesthesia. Janice, I don't even remember. It just pops up in conversation, just random conversation, where mom's, she might say something, I feel like I've never fit in or something like that. And then all of a sudden she'll say it's because those aliens dropped me off. Hi, Azure. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're okay. I got her on the list. My mom used to do art a lot, and I've been trying to encourage her to get back into it. I mean, she's got my 2 nieces and nephews there all the time, that if she just sat down and did art and got them doing art, they might not be quite so destructive. And, I could doodle stitches. Well, except that this sticker stuff, it puts a coating on the top side, so I can't. Anything I put on here now will wipe right off. That's the only thing. So let's stick her down and see what happens. Okay. The glue that I use to put my pages together is the one I had in the drawer. It is, I'm actually using this Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength right now. But Scott got me the Scotch Mega Glue Stick. I like this. Not everybody does. But I'm using what I have. And I just tried to spread the glue, all around, close to the edge. And then I just worked stripes. And then I took, I don't know what I did with it now. I'll probably put it back. I took my Bondo spreader, but you can use a credit card, and I just pushed from the inside to the edge on all of them. And like I said, I'm not going to glue 2 pages together throughout the whole book right now, because I did that in the past and it ended up alligatoring really bad. So I figure if I just do the pages that I'm going to utilize the very next day, like I'll do these 2 pages, and then tomorrow after I'm finished with these 2 pages, I'll go ahead and glue this page to this page. I'll lose these squares in this ink, but even when you glue them together like that, some of that kind of peeks through sometimes. So I'm not too worried about it. I need to glue her down before I lose her bits. Oh, I didn't. Yes, I did. It'll be all right. My mom and I have kind of a different relationship than most people do with their mothers, because I wasn't raised by her. I was raised by her mother. So she and I are more, I guess you could say we're more like sisters than we are mother-daughter. I still call her mom, but our relationship is different than the siblings I have that were raised by her, if that makes sense. I know most people like, what is it? It's an Elmer's glue stick, but it's called Extreme, I think, is what most people like. That is the one that most people say they go to. And I know they have it on Amazon. At least I believe they do. Let's put her arm back on in the right way. Let's line this up. Oh, it's not doing. You know what? I should have put her arm on before I glued her body back, but that's okay. There we go. See, I was afraid of that. There's paper where there shouldn't be paper. That paper that slipped messed me up. All right, so we'll just use some glue stick. It's kind of weird how that did. I'll see if this works. And so I'll just incorporate her into my journal page for this day. And I hope she'll stick down there. I might add something, like give her a shoulder bag or something, and just glue a paper strap down, and maybe give her a bag to cover where I put her arm back on. We'll see if that stays. Let's trim. Now we got to cut her legs off. There we go. I might go ahead and glue this next page, even though I wasn't planning to, just so the aliens doesn't mess it up. Oh, this is the other one. I want to use this up first. Well, I'll show you what I do to get these to do. I'm going to put some right here. And then I just go on the edge. And then I just did stripes up the page. And yes, I'm going to lose some boxes and some spray, but I knew that. And then I just take this page and bring it over to the glue and push it out. That'll give my alien a little bit sturdier platform to lay on. All right, and I'm not going to lose her now. That was my whole reason to put her in here. So let's go back to this real quick. I've only got 4 minutes. I might just do these on my own. Let's do just a really quick swap ideas of things you guys might like to swap in the new year. It would be swaps to do throughout the year. So I'm going to put the first swap idea or happy mail idea. I'll put happy mail up here. Happy mail / swap ideas. Because I would like to do happy mail with no expectations of getting anything in return. That's just how I am. If you want it to be a one-to-one swap, just let me know and, whatever. But I like to just send out happy mail. Just me. So the first one would be comp book happy mail. Comp book 2020 happy mail. Bonus goodies, I guess I'd call it. Bonus goodies. All right. And then there was a swap idea at the end of the year to do artist trading coins, ATC coins. And those are, from what I know, yes, Joyce, you may. Are you going to do a comp book? Do I have Joyce? Yeah, Joyce, I got you down here. You most certainly can participate. 2.5-inch circles. And you decorate them like you would an artist trading card, but it's a coin. And this is why I'm not going to last much longer. Everybody's welcome to participate. Oh, Samantha Owens said postcards. We'll put postcards on here. And I heard from some of the folks that my babies have arrived. Maybe Mary got a baby too, but I don't know if she mentioned it or not. The New Year's postcards I mailed out 5. I can't do 100 postcards like Mary. I was just amazed she did 100 postcards. Wow, that's a lot of postcards. Of course, I did about 100 cards. You want to do inchies again? Those were fun. I think I still have my inchies out here somewhere. Or did I pack them up? I might have packed them up and put them in storage. I think I did because I was afraid the frame was going to get broken. But yeah, we can do another inchy swap. I'm going to do it different than I did last time because I learned an important lesson about postage costs with that one. So we'll send just directly to the people in our swap groups. A ray gun that applies bling. Is that what my alien needs? We'll have to add something to her hands. I think day after tomorrow will be the day that I do that page. I just saw her laying there and I don't want her to get gone. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of cards because I did 45 for my mom and then I did another 40. I used up all of the craft cards and envelope sets that I have. Yeah, we might have to do several ATC coin swaps and then have one at Christmas that's just for ornaments, like we did the gingerbread houses. Hi, Elizabeth K. Welcome. Hi, Maria. I enjoyed watching you cleaning out your drawers this morning. A doodle envelopes to swap. Put doodle envelopes. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. All right. Well, I don't want to stay on much longer. My throat is getting sore. So I'm afraid my brother-in-law gifted me whatever illness he had over Christmas. So yes, Tanya has a video on how to make the cutest little artist trading coin book that you can put your coins in. So go watch that, and I will see you guys next week, Wednesday at 3:00. Okay? And you all take care, and we'll be back next week. Yes, Scott is better. He's back to work. He slept a lot between yesterday and today. He even took a nap right before he left. But I'm not feeling good myself today, so I'm just going to wrap it up. Yeah, I wish they'd keep their gift when it comes to illness. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. If you came in late, go back to the beginning after it processes and watch. And if you're participating in the Comp Book 2020 and would like maybe Happy Mail or anything, email me at and let me know your theme. Okay? Can't type today. Let me make sure it's right. There we go. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.